Hey y'all, welcome to Nine Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energies. It may or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings, and a link to the website is in the description. For water signs, I was hearing hydration, hoard or hort. Seems like there's a bit of sadness that's here, water signs. Um, People may feel some type of way about your marital status. People may feel some type of way about the fact that they may not have chosen you as their husband, their wife, their life partner, or stuck with you, been loyal to you in some type of way. They seem like they still feel some type of way about that. People look like they haven't been riding for you in the way that you ride for them. They may not have been committed to an opportunity that you were serious about, and now they kind of are in a place where they feel like you're cutting them off, or you did already cut them off and you don't want to talk to them, but it's because they're habitual liars. Like, you were dealing with people who lie way too much, especially if you were dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo. They lie too much. Multiple Pisces, like, they are liars. Okay. And it just seems like the confirmation is here. It just looks really uncomfortable, especially if a possible Leo is a really big factor in this equation, because they look like they're getting embarrassed, because they're on the forefront of this situation, water signs. They look really uncomfortable. It's almost as if like somebody is not comfortable in their own house, in their own skin, in their own life, because of people or someone specifically that is intentionally making them uncomfortable, and it's getting to the point to where the harassment has become so like excessive that this person seems like they may just set themselves free for the sake of their mental health, like, just fuck it, I don't care, here, you do it, you have it, fuck it, like, let's break up, let's divorce, or you know what I mean, like, let's move, let's go, like, whatever this next move is done to help this person free themselves mentally and emotionally. Like, they just do not want to be a part of these situations, these relationships, whatever it is, but it's mainly because mentally they're just unhealthy, you know? And it's kind of one of those things to where sometimes people will see themselves as a prize. Like, I got this and I got that. I look like this and I look like that. But their energy is toxic as hell. So it's like, no matter what they may be able to offer us materially, they're shitty people. So it's like they're not pleasant to be around, no matter how good of a person they may seem on the outside. We know that they're a piece of shit when it comes to their character. You know what I mean? And that's what it feels like is happening. It's like there have been people that are like, oh, look at me. Look, I got all this, I'm that. You know what I mean? And it's like, we just don't give a fuck. And they thought like their title, their money, their level of success, that type of stuff was going to, or their level of popularity, whatever it is, like, was going to be enough to make us stick around, like, oh, you crazy if you don't want to be with me, you crazy if you don't want to work with me, you crazy if you don't want to fuck with me. Like, they move like that, but not realizing that they're really shitty people and unpleasant to be around. So it's like, no thanks. Like, I would rather go fuck with somebody that has less than you if they treat me better than you. You get what I'm saying? Like, work, family, friend, or romantically, I'm going to hang with the people that actually love me and treat me well. Not people that have money and hang with them just because they got shit, like, or because they're somebody or can take me to the next level or whatever it might be. Like, not hanging with nobody just because of what I think they can do for me when they treat me like shit, you know? And that's what it feels like is a big lesson here. When water signs, whether you are learning this lesson or teaching this lesson, it's just like people have to realize that money and material and looks and that type of shit is not enough to keep everybody around. It's not enough to entice everybody into wanting to fuck with them. Like, where your heart at? Like, what type of person are you on the inside? You feel me? I don't give a fuck what name brand your clothes are. What your heart's, what your heart like what? And that's what it's just humility. These people could have everything in the fucking world, but nobody wants to fuck with them because they're horrible people. So it's like, who cares? You're walking around with this or with that, or whatever it may be, or you have this big title, or you're this just so popping or whatever. Like, you're a piece of shit at the end of the day. And that's why nobody fucks with them. They just have to accept the truth about that. Like, especially if there's a William, to will, T will, to will, Ty, anything like that, that's a factor in this equation. Like, nobody's going to fuck with you just because you have things, or the people that will fuck with you just because you have things, they will not fuck with you as soon as you do not have those things. Do you get what I'm saying? So mess with the people that rock with you. Rock with the people that's going to be there for you when you don't have shit, when you do have things. Like, just stick with the people that's actually shown you that they are going to be there for you when you're down and out, or they're not going to talk badly about you when you're down and out, when you're going through, like low periods in your life, when you're going through the valleys of life. Like, them people that's been there with you while you were in the valley and while you were on the peak or heading to your peak, like, those are the ones that will last. But the ones that aren't lasting, they don't, it just is God's plan. It just is what it is. Like, they're messy and they need to accept the truth. Like, they're messy and they're materialistic and they're superficial and they love people under conditions. And I'm sorry, like, we have people in our lives that will love us unconditionally. And if we don't, we will find those as soon as we get rid of the ones that don't. Okay? Thank you so much.